Hello everybody and welcome to Sonoma as we get ready to go racing here for 60 laps around one of the most famous road courses to be associated with stock cars in the desert of California. We can see a look at the grid now as they sit just at the edge of turn 11 on the entry. Now something to note, Red Dragon has changed her name and as of now will be referred to as Pink Kitty 13. Still the same number and same car, however under a new windshield banner. Also, Jaragini gets a new paint scheme this week and from here on out. And some drivers to watch being Amaterasu in the 84, always strong at road courses. And of course, during winning, you also saw the reigning winner of this race. You see they're going to come through side by side into turn 11 many a times. Has the race been settled here with a final pass for the lead. Lots of checking up, but that is expected, especially at the very beginning. Up at the front, however, side by side, and the green flag would fly, and Scuderia Lucas and Jordan lead us down into the first section of turns, starting out with an S-curve. And wow, Scuderia Lucas couldn't hold the line. Had the inside line through the first S, but couldn't clear the 10, so Jordan powers by, and by the back stretch, or the back stretch of the track, the S's, the back leg, that's the word I was looking for, Jordan has already gotten a couple seconds of a lead. That's a bit of a nuclear meltdown ready to happen with the 33 and the 7 side by side, especially when they're in the back of the pack like that. Meanwhile, Jordan already with a 2-second lead. Right off the bat, the clean air is important as always. You see the field coming up out of turn 1 and 2, making their way down. Lots of elevation change here. This is probably one of the most violent tracks when it comes to elevation change and how drastic it is. Just lots of undulation, lots of up and down. Makes it very unique and very hard to get a handle on. See now by entering lap 4, the gap has doubled, and it is now 3 and some change between the 10 and the 1. Everybody's starting to go single file behind them now. Looking at Amaterasu, Clayton Hardy, and then Angel. So it's a bit of a family reunion there. Of course, Angel and Clayton, cousins, and with Amaterasu being Angel's sister, being also cousins with Clayton. There you saw a move for the lead, or for second, that almost went sour. That was Race Car taking a dive on Scuderia Lucas in the dogleg. Almost went really badly there. You see the rest of the field again. Not a whole lot of passing. It's not a heavy passing track, but it's kind of a short track in how you get around people. You're often going to see somebody bump somebody out of the way in order to get a position. You take a look at the fastest lap board. Jordan, the leader, has the fastest lap, but then CUNY Kenosha, who we're on board with right now, has the second fastest lap. CUNY just inside the top 10, and now you can see her there, and you can see how hard everybody's slewing their cars around. You see all kinds of people, all kinds of different sideways, everybody, but just varying degrees of it. Very fun to watch these guys and girls racing around the track. And that was everybody except for your leader. So the pack is still pretty, the cars are pretty tightly bunched, except for the 10 of Jordan, who by lap 11 has now extended a 14-second almost gap on the 1 car. The 32 of Race Car growing impatient, I'm sure, as well as the rest of those cars, because they are faster than Scuderia Lucas. And that's an issue with Swift Smith coming up at the top of the S, and he's going to park it right there, and his day is done. At least for the moment. His contention in the race is over, at least. About the same time that this is happening, SBX makes a pit stop. There you saw the 50 car in pit lane. Looking back at Race Car right now is Scuderia Lucas. You can't blame him for not blocking. You can't blame him for driving defensively. Every position is worth something here, but he is holding up this group a decent amount. There's another move, and it did get some contact there. The same move that he tried earlier, tries it again, and you can't say he's not trying because that was almost massive, but it worked out. Saw that was Audi Man 2011 making a pit stop. Race car again growing more and more impatient, makes a move on the 1, and the 39 of Fisher makes a move on NASCAR Fan. So now all of a sudden we're 2 by 2. And through the dog leg down to the finish line. Scuderia Lucas is going to hang on for now. No, he doesn't. Race car powers by in the first dog leg, second dog leg, first corner, and will take second place. Here's Raven 214 in the pit lane. Here's Jordan coming into the pits now with a 25-second lead. That's still not quite enough to hold on to the lead. The delta is much longer than that. See Michelin going by there, getting his lap back. Now as Jordan comes out of the pit lane, you'll see most of the field is already passing him. He's falling down the order a good bit. Probably down to about... Well, he's significantly far back. Oh, he's got contact there. That's Dustone. And the 88 who's gotten into the back of him. And that's going to bring out the caution. So, an accident exiting the pit lane. Jordan was coming out of the pit lane. Dustone trying to hit his line. And they just crossed paths, and around went the 88. That brought out the first yellow of the day on lap 23, so just a little bit before halfway. And 99% of the field cycled through pit stops. And you see everybody stacking up to the queue here. So, regrouping here, the 99 car is out front, even though the scoring doesn't show up because a lot of people headed down pit lane again. So, Michelin ends up being the leader. You saw him pit earlier, or get his lap back when Jordan pit. So, that'll give us the 99 car in the front. I don't think he actually is the leader. He is. Okay, he is. Was waiting for the scoreboard to update there. And he rockets away right off the bat. Fantastic jump from the 99. Race car in second. And you're seeing 2 by 2 behind them. We got another car off there. Niku Driver HC gets into the 79 and some airtime on BK Glover as he takes a spin. And it looks like he's going to be okay. I don't think he's going to get stuck in the dirt. He's going to keep it going on board with Niku HC. Yeah, BK Glover was getting a little ambitious there, I think. But it was a restart, so you can't blame him. No damage, no harm, no foul, really. Just Glover losing some time with another caution flag. I think he'll be back on pace. Several cars head down the pit lane on the green flag lap. Or the first lap of green flag. So the gap is growing as it was when Jordan was the leader, but not by nearly as much. Race car 5 seconds back on the 99. Granted, that seems like a lot, but Michelin got like a 2.5 second gap right off the bat. See, looking through the field again, looking at everybody who may have made a pit stop there. Russian Ram, SBX again. Not sure what's wrong with the 8 car. So now we're on lap 38. You can see the gap is 7 seconds. Fisher all over the back bumper of a race car. Cutie Kenosha quietly moving up through the field, now into the top 5. NASCAR Fan 1400 as well. That's 2 of the Cans cars either in the top 5 or just outside of it. Seeing Dustone making his way through the field as well, although he hasn't really been making waves like he did last year. See Angel, Clayton, Amaterasu all making their way up a little bit as well. Lap 42, the leader hits the pit lane with only a 5-second gap, but Fisher follows him in. And Akbuck pits, and I think that was NASCAR Fan as well. So several cars hit the pit lane with about 8 coming to 18 to go. See the rest of the field here going by. This will pass the lead to CUNY Kenosha for now. And we are closing in on the final quarter of the race in a few laps as a lot of cars come down pit lane. Probably setting themselves up to finish this race on that stop. That's race car going for a spin, and that brings out the yellow. So anybody who just pit is in a pretty good shape. Kind because it's really hard to go a lap down here. So I think anybody who pits in pretty good shape at the moment. Reshiram at this very second is out front, but remember he had already pit. Michelin just finished pitting. Akmuk just finished pitting. The 31, I believe, finished pitting. It's going to have to take a moment here. You see the field right now. Reshiram a lap down, almost a lap down, tail end of the lead lap. So green flag flies now on lap 47. Reshiram not a factor. He's just trying to stay on the lead lap. He got the jump though, which that does mean, oh no, an issue for the 99 right off the bat there. Something's gonna miss on the 99. It looks like the same thing that happened to the 50, and everyone scatters. And who was your leader now not only holds up the field, but all of a sudden goes from first to worst and loses power on the uphill. That is heartbreaking for Michelin, but a big moment for Akmuk, because now he has almost 3 seconds on the 31 of the Cybertron and the 80 of NASCAR Fan 1400. See the field now. A lot of things got shuffled up there between everyone slowing down and between the pit stops. You see race car was up as high as second, all the way back at the tail end of the field. Same for Scuderia Lucas. Whatever was wrong with Michelin, it got fixed. He now finds himself out of control. Oh, and contacted around again goes the 32 of race car. And that was Michelin on race car. That's twice now the 32's gone for his spin. So a good day went to bad, and a bad day goes to worse. And just add more salt in the wound, that's going to be some significant damage. So we had another caution for that. And you saw there, Akmuk was trying to check up the field here so he could try and get a good run away. The Cybertron was having none of it, ran into the back of him in turn 11, checks up the field big time. So coming to a less than 10 to go restart, we have Akmuk, then Cybertron, then NASCAR Fan, then Samurai 8 Juice, and then RCB. Who's going to take it at Sonoma? Off into the first couple of corners. Akmuk holds on right now, hanging tough. Cybertron all over the back bumper, though. Didn't really let him get a gap. Maybe a little bit of damage to both those cars as well, because that was a pretty significant bump in turn 11. By the end of the first lap of Green Flag Racing since the restart, see Amaterasu tired iron and the B-Man all hit down pit lane. Something wrong. Michelin back in the pit lane. Their strategies don't play out the way they needed to, whether it was a fuel issue or tires or what have you. Meanwhile, Akmuk pulls out about a 10-car length gap, give or take maybe 3. See the field coming up through the S's now. If a caution comes out, it would probably end the race. And you can see the field as they run. BK Glover in the pit lane now. Comes out. Big contact with Michelin, and around goes the 99. Is that going to bring out the caution? It doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't, because it's the same crash we've seen all day, but I guess the stewards understood the scenario here and did not want this race to end under yellow. SVX in the pit lane. White flag in the air. Unless an issue happens or a big mistake from Akmuk, he's got his first career win locked up. And it looks like it's going to happen coming through turn 11. Too far back to pull a Tony Stewart as the Cybertron's got pressure from NASCAR Fan. Checkered flag going to be in the air, and a rookie winner again. Akmuk wins it for Audi at Sonoma for his first career victory, and it comes at the road course. The Cybertron, a very strong finish in second, and NASCAR Fan rounds out the podium. You see the field coming by as they finish, but here's on your left is how they all really finished in writing. You have Akmuk, then to Cybertron, NASCAR Fan, Samurai, Jaragini, Suzumiya, another strong finish on the road course, Vetman, Goofy Tyler, RCB, Silverwing, Davis, Arst, Smurfy Bug, Durr winning, GT916, Skython, Quiet Girl, Doodle, GT Racer 22, Audi Man 2011, Angel, Pink Kitty 13, Cutie Kenosha, Scuderia Lucas, Fisher, TBW HHS, Dusto, Nico Driver HC, and you saw the rest of them at the bottom of your screen. My goodness. So here is your winner, Akmuk, doing victory burnouts for the first time here in Sonoma. And a congratulations to the Irishman on a great race and a well-earned win. Boy, you thought that was crazy? Wait for next week. We're going to head to Eldora for some dirt racing, heat racing, where these cars will be covered in mud and clay as we head to the racetrack owned by Tony Stewart for the Mobile One Showdown at Eldora. We'll see you there next week. Don't miss it here on Race TV. Thanks so much for watching.